Good evening, my good man.
Good evening, boy. How can I help you?
I need a place where I can stay tonight.
It's your lucky day, boy. The Dead Man Inn is the best in the business.
Very good. I almost feel at home. Are there any rooms available?
I'm happy to check, but I have to warn you, we are in peak season. In this one, we still have to clean up bloodstains. Room 08 is already occupied. By me. I just have number 09 and 10 left.
Then 09 would be perfect. That is also my lucky number.
In that case, I can't do anything other than give you room 10.
But I just told you I'd like to have 09.
Everybody likes number 9. If I gave you that room, the next customer could only take number 10, which nobody likes. So they would leave.
I could leave too, since I'm not pleased with that.
Of course. Indeed, you have the look of someone who can go and choose another inn. For your information, Dead Man Inn is the most comfortable, as well as the only inn in a 40-kilometer area. You can also go find yourself another inn and come back tomorrow morning. I'm always here. So, room 09 or 10.
Room 10 is okay.
Do you have money for the accommodation?
Yes, I think I can pay for one night in this amazing resort.
I don't know what a resort is, but it is sufficient that you have the money to pay.
Here's the money.
Kid, this isn't much. It will only be good enough for one night.
I think that's enough.
Good. To whom do I have the honor of speaking?
Morgan. Willy Morgan.
Morgan. That name sounds familiar to me. Have you already been in our lovely little town?
Many years ago, but I was very young. Maybe you remember my dad, Henry Morgan.
Henry Morgan, you said? Something springs to mind, but I think a long time must have passed.
Yes, a long time. I'd say 10 years since he disappeared.
And why do we have the pleasure of seeing you again in Bone Town?
Definitely for the hospitality.
I agree. Here at the Dead Man Inn, the customer is of the utmost importance.
I have no doubt about it.
Now I have to get back to my job. Help yourself to the key to room number 10.
Thank you.
Once you are settled in your room, you'll find a pre-printed form. I need to complete the check-in. Bring it back as soon as you have filled it out.
All right, thank you. Thanks, and goodbye.
You chose room number 10. It's the only key you can take.
Technically, it wasn't exactly a choice.
It doesn't change the fact that you can only take the key to room number 10.
All right. I have no idea how to use a quill. I can hardly write even with a normal ballpoint pen. Take it and deprive the next tourist of those delights? That sounds crazy to me. Today's special: pigeon pudding drowned in grog, hardtack and fat fried in grog. Grog cake? It looks like a diet rich with fiber and carbs. Better leave it for the next customer. It's a poster for the Lafitte Amusement Park, the most prestigious amusement park in Bonetown. I stand corrected. The only amusement park in Bonetown. Grand opening October 29, 1915. By now, it's probably the only abandoned amusement park in Bonetown.
Hello, boss. It's me. You won't believe this. Henry Morgan's son just showed up here.
Henry's son? Why did he come here?
He hasn't said too much about the reason for his visit. What do you want me to do? Do I warn Bob?
Yes, standard procedure.
Okay. As soon as the kid comes back here, Bob will take a good look at the belongings of the young Morgan. Sure, boss. I'll keep you posted. See you later.
It's locked. I'd rather not touch that substance. Locked. I guess it leads outside, but right now I have other priorities. A peculiar scent. I wouldn't say it's good, but at least it adds a different touch to the place. First, I have to fill in this form, and then I can use the services of the room. I haven't got a pen with me and can't see one around. Better go back to the innkeeper and ask for more info. It's summer. It doesn't make any sense to heat up an already warm room. I don't think I should touch anything. That yellow tape does not bode well. It looks like a communication system. Better complete the check-in. I wouldn't want the innkeeper to accuse me of using a service that still doesn't belong to me. It's a standard form with some fields to fill out. I'm back with the form you talked about, but I haven't got a pen with me and I still have to fill it out.
Doesn't matter. Give it to me so I can write the essential data down.
Thank you.
Name and surname.
Your memory is a bit spotty. I'm Willy Morgan.
Sorry, kid. You know how it is. Age plays shameful tricks.
You seem like a different person now. Kinder and more friendly.
Maybe I left you with a bad impression before. I'd like to make things right now.
Did you hear that too?
Hear what? There are a lot of noises in this inn.
Did you hear it now?
It's probably some little animal.
The one who made that sound must be a big one. And how? What now? Did you hear that noise again?
Yes, but I don't think you should be worried. It's normal. In fact, I think it's finished now.
How can you be so sure?
It happens all the time. As soon as you open a door, drafts let the wind through and it does funny things.
Okay, what else do you need?
I'd say I'm okay with this. I have everything I need.
Only name and surname?
Here in Bone Town, we need very little information. The rest will fall right into place.
Okay, now I must get back to work.
Me too. I'm very busy.
With what? Okay, thank you. It's locked. I guess it leads outside, but right now I have other priorities. Oh my god! And to think that, according to the innkeeper, it was just a little animal. Luckily, I always keep the important things with me. Never trust anyone. Dad was right. I better warn the innkeeper.
What the hell happened here?
A very strong draft ransacked my room.
You should be more careful about leaving the door open. Hurricanes are frequent this time of year.
Summer hurricanes localized into one room in particular?
You can't rule anything out. Otherwise, what do you think happened?
I guess a robber came in and trashed the whole room.
I cannot be 100% sure, but all clues lead to that. Have they taken anything valuable from you?
Yes, I always travel with a gold bar.
Yes, of course. And do you usually leave it in hotel rooms as a tip?
I am extremely generous. My wedding ring. It was worth a fortune.
How old is your wife?
That is rude. You don't ask a lady her age. I put a bank check for $100,000 in the safe.
What safe?
I have all my valuable things on me.
Better this way. The Dead Man Inn is the most comfortable in the area, but it doesn't have any insurance in the event of theft, disappearance, or death.
I was lucky it was just a theft.
Unfortunately, there have been many such cases in Bone Town lately.
Seeing the current condition of this room, can I have room 09 now?
I already explained that I can't. I'm awaiting a huge influx of tourists in the next few days, and I need that room. If you could wait just a few minutes, I will clean everything up like it was before. Then, as compensation, I won't make you pay from tomorrow night on.
Actually, I just wanted to stay for tonight. It'd be enough if you returned the money I already gave you.
Boy, don't push it. That is my offer. Take it or leave it.
Your kindness astounds me. Seems I can't do anything other than accept it.
Wise choice. Now, if you can clear out, I have to clean up the room. If you give me the key back, I'll clean up everything and give it back to you at the entrance. I'll take a moment. Using the back door, I'll be at the entrance before you arrive.
Thanks, my good man. I guess it leads outside, but right now I have other priorities. Have you already cleaned up the room?
Yes, everything's in order again. Here's the key.
Okay, thanks.
And you have all the services of the Dead Man Inn at your disposal.
Like what, for example?
The most important one is room service. And following that, the Do Not Disturb.
How does the room service work?
When the customers call, it is the duty of every good innkeeper to answer. I try to be as fast as possible so as to not leave my position untended. If you don't see me at the counter, it's because some impediment forced me to use the back door. There are a lot of steps to get there. Going down is not a problem and speeds up my movement, but climbing really slows me down.
Thanks, that seems clear to me. What's the Do Not Disturb?
It's this amazing object. Only paper of the highest quality for our customers. With the writing, Do Not Disturb, in giant letters. You just have to hang this on the door, and I'll know you don't want to be disturbed. Here, take it.
Thanks, very useful. Thanks, and goodbye. Better not go inside. If the innkeeper finds out, I'd be concerned for my safety. It has an animalistic fragrance. Not nice, but bearable.
What now? Oh, that must be the new guest. I saw straight away that he was a troublemaker. Better go check. I wonder when the cleaning lady is going to fix this disaster. Actually, I wonder when I last saw the cleaning lady. I don't think I've seen her at work since our discussion about the hourly rate. I'm sure she'll come back. Nobody can refuse $1 per hour. Better check what's happening in room number 10. Can I help you?
I'm testing the room service. Excellent service.
Also the price. Maybe I forgot to tell you that after a certain number of calls, an extra fee is triggered.
Cordial as usual.
If there's nothing else, I'll get back to my business.
Everything's okay, thanks. I guess it leads outside, but right now I have other priorities. It really belongs here. I wouldn't want to upset the symmetry of this place. I can't. This lock is pretty solid. Better not. Better not. Let's see if I can. Done. This sign is useless now. I'd rather not take it with me. The things I have to do. Let's just hope it doesn't spill. I wouldn't really know what to use to get rid of this stink. Just how I pictured it. Very good. It looks like the cleaning has finally started.
I see someone's been busy, but I can't smell the usual fresh scent. That means the job isn't finished yet, and I can go through. Better check what's happening in room number 10. Can I help you?
I'm testing the room service. Excellent service.
Also the price. Maybe I forgot to tell you that after a certain number of calls, an extra fee is triggered.
Cordial as usual.
If there's nothing else, I'll get back to my business.
Everything's okay, thanks. Better not waste it. And now something classy. The contents haven't changed, but now there's a fresh musk ox scent.
Agile and silent like a ninja. I didn't even realize the cleaning lady finally got to work. Better not walk across it. I'd risk ruining this beautiful work. Oh, she also added the essence of muskox. My favorite. I'll go around the back. That guy's gonna have to wait for a second.
Nobody's coming. Better go check the entrance. This is my chance. Let's hope there won't be any other obstacles. At last! I don't trust taking them. There's the chance they could have been eaten by mice, the owner of the place, or the cleaning lady. In any of the three cases, I don't want to take them with me. In this room, they seem to have taken one step ahead in technology. No rope to pull. Everything starts there, in the warmth of a friendly place. I think my father meant warmth in a literal sense. Perhaps he hid something in the fireplace. Let's try searching there. What is this? This brick doesn't seem to be bonded to the fireplace like all the others, but I can't rip it out. It seems after all these years it is partially calcified back into the fireplace. I need something to grab hold of the cracks. Look what's inside. Somebody forgot a nail file. Better take it. It could come in handy. Tough luck. Fate really doesn't want me to take a shower or a bath. It seems to be working. I can take out the mortar holding the brick. Clever, a niche. Let's see what's inside. It looks like an old library card. It belonged to my father, Henry Morgan. Last read book, Properties of Concrete. What did my father want to tell me? It's a card for the Bonetown Library. The card belongs to Henry Morgan, my father. Let's see the last read book, Properties of Concrete. What was he working on in his final research? Better go to the library to make some inquiries. After this amazing night, it'd be better to go back to my room and rest. First, I'd rather take the key to room 09 back to reception. I'd prefer to avoid having problems with the innkeeper. I have a really big day ahead of me tomorrow. I think the time has come to find out what Dad was working on. I better check the library card again. I'm sure Dad left me some other clue. It's a card for the Bonetown Library. The card belongs to Henry Morgan, my father. Let's see the last read book, Properties of Concrete. What was he working on in his final research? Better go to the library to make some inquiries. I guess it leads outside, but right now I have other priorities. Is the public library still there?
Sure, boy. It's one of the crown jewels of Bonetown. At least it is according to what Margaret, our librarian, tells us. I'm simply reporting what's said because I personally never go to such places.
Strange. I would have bet the opposite. Could you tell me where it is?
Turn left at the main square, just outside the door. Boy, if you don't want to get lost, use this. It's an old Bonetown postcard, but it was used as a tourist map during the golden years. It could be of use to orient yourself and move around Bonetown.
Thank you.
Are you interested in something in particular?
Just to reminisce a little bit. My father used to take me there all the time. Thanks, and goodbye. Better leave the key here. I don't know if I'll want to avail myself of this service again tonight. There you go. Now I can leave. It's one of those old message boards on which they hung the wanted posters. Here in Bonetown, time seems to have stopped. There are still posters of the gang that was raging here decades ago. The members have become famous. I recognize the posters of Rufy, Nami, and Zoro. The others are faded from exposure to bad weather. There's also a little footnote. Posters offered by the Lafitte Amusement Park. At first glance, there seem to be different tomes, some of which have considerable value too. I wonder why they're out here. I don't want to take anything from here. It's still material in the public domain. Good morning.
Good morning. How can I help you?
I need to consult one of your tomes.
It's always a pleasure when someone wants to benefit from the services offered by our library. What are you looking for?
Properties of Concrete.
Oh, what a surprise! It's not among the more popular in Bonetown. I guess this is the second consultation in more than 10 years.
Doesn't it get the attention it deserves?
Here in Bonetown, people don't read a lot, especially a book like that. I could never have managed to face it either.
Where can I find it?
I guess it's somewhere on the upper floor. You should recognize it easily.
Thank you. Thanks, and goodbye.
Thank you for visiting the Bonetown Library. If you need a specific book, you can ask me, Miss Teach, or just Margaret.
Thanks, I'll keep that in mind. The information I need is written on the card. Better not to disclose it. Don't trust anyone. Maybe what happened at the inn is just a coincidence, but I'd rather not risk it. This lock is peculiar to say the least. I'm pretty sure that I'd need a special key if I wanted to open it. How? Should I remove everything on top of it? There's no time. And above all, I wouldn't know where to put all these books. It's stuck under the huge number of books on the desk. I must find a way to free it. How? Should I remove everything on top of it? There's no time. And above all, I wouldn't know where to put all these books. Thanks, and goodbye.
Thank you for visiting the Bonetown Library. If you need a specific book, you can ask me, Miss Teach, or just Margaret.
Thanks, I'll keep that in mind. One-Eyed Jack Restaurant. The name is catchy, the sign much less so. I don't know what's worse, the chicken wings used as bones at the sides of the skull, or the general state of the sign. Everything here is going to the dogs. I wonder what happened to the city. It wasn't always like this. I don't think that dragging this barrel of over 100 liters would benefit me a lot. I don't know how, but I hope it might come in handy. There's a sign with the word museum, which rules out the possibility that it's a library. I'll go back there later. Now I have to find a way to obtain the volume Properties of Concrete from the library. At first glance, it appears to weigh over 100 kilos. Surely working out in the gym made me stronger, but I don't think it performed any miracles. Let's try. It worked! Check out what we have here. Let's see what it is. It's another letter from my father. It's dated July 22nd, 2008, earlier than the other one. There's also a piece of paper that seems more ancient, but I can't figure out what it is. Better take a look right now. If Dad did all this so that I'd find it, there must be something important. Now I understand what the piece of paper was that I found with the letter. Dad always performed great feats, but I never imagined he was looking for kids' treasure. It has always been said that it was basically a legend. I don't remember the complete story exactly, but maybe the librarian can help me. And I have a list of names. Better start asking information of the townsfolk without attracting too much attention. I don't need my father's old library card anymore. Even if someone found it, it would be useless. I have the letter and the piece of map belonging to my dad. Am I wrong, or did you tell me your name is Margaret Teach?
That's correct.
Do you know a man named Charles Teach?
Your question surprises me. How do you know my great-great-grandfather?
I'm doing some research on the genealogy of Bonetown, and I stumbled upon the Teach family.
Yes, it's been several generations now since the Teaches settled in Bonetown.
What can you tell me about Charles Teach in particular?
He was the one who brought the name Teach here to Bonetown, but of his past, little is known. My great-grandma told me that he was a former fisherman with a knack for books. This library is a donation he made to the city of Bonetown just before he died. After he arrived here in Bonetown, he devoted himself exclusively to reading, and many of these books were bought directly by him. He had so many of them that he basically founded the town library, which then became the family business for the following generations too.
And he didn't leave anything else apart from the books?
All he left is stored on the upper floor, but it's mostly junk. The real treasure was his books. There's also an old crate without a key, but it looks empty.
Do you by any chance know the story of Captain William Kidd?
Sure, it is mostly a legend. In the golden era of piracy, Kidd stood out for his endeavors, if you could call them that.
The endeavors of a pirate aren't exactly heroic most of the time.
Anyway, his ship, the Adventure Galley, was supposedly filled with treasures when it suddenly disappeared. A few years later, in 1701, Kidd was captured and executed, but his ship and the crew were never found.
What do you think happened?
What always happened at that time? Kidd and his crew squandered all the loot, and to cover their tracks, they sold or even burned the ship. After this story, Kidd became legendary.
Thank you. Thanks, and goodbye.
Thank you for visiting the Bonetown Library. If you need a specific book, you can ask me, Miss Teach, or just Margaret.
Thanks, I'll keep that in mind. I'm not doing any research in particular right now. Very strange. I have the feeling I'm being watched. Better be careful. You never know what can happen in Bonetown.